A Labour MP says he won't be intimidated by his own party after he was reported to senior officials for criticising Jeremy Corbyn. Neil Coyle says the Labour leader's aides are trying to shut down any dissent. Mr Coyle joins us now to enlarge on what that dissent might amount to. Neil Coyle, welcome to you. Your criticism directed at aides of Jeremy Corbyn, I suppose ultimately Jeremy Corbyn himself, was about the speed with which they react to current events.
Yeah, and you know, I'd much rather be spending my time attacking the Tory record on policing and education. My constituency faces some of the worst cuts in the country in Southwark, so I'd much rather be doing that. But I emailed Jeremy Corbyn directly and personally to raise concerns about the communications agenda of the whole party, and specifically how Labour members of Parliament are received briefings, and how his team prepare and make sure they distribute things in advance of key events. And instead of any of those concerns being, any answers coming through or any attempt to even address those issues, my personal email, has been forwarded to the Chief Whip with a formal complaint from a member of Jeremy's team. I think it's pathetic. I think it's absurd.
It tells us something, though, doesn't it, about the tone of these communications and therefore the culture, the climate you could argue, that's been created. I mean, for instance, allies of Jeremy Corbyn have accused you of, and I quote, publicly attacking the leader as an easy way to raise their profile, gets his name in the paper by doing no work. I mean, that's pretty strident stuff. I mean, well, strident's one way of describing it anyway.
That's not a current member of party staff, and actually a lot of Labour Party staff work really hard to try and make sure we are on top when we've had 7 years of Lib Dems and Tories attacking our public services and doing a lot of damage to communities like mine in Bermondsey. So it's as I say, it's a ridiculous situation to be in, and if my email had just been answered instead of being forwarded on and released to the press, then we'd be in a different situation.
Just in terms of the process here on, you'll be familiar with the process. Most of our viewers won't be. If you're referred to the Chief Whip and the General Secretary of the party, what happens next?
I really don't know. I haven't had it confirmed that that's actually happened. I've just been told by journalists that they've had it confirmed it is happening. My assumption is that the complaint will be dismissed because it is ridiculous. My concerns about how the party communicates and how we get our message across at such a key time is completely legitimate.
Might you lose the whip? I mean, might that be part of what's going on here, that this is putting the frighteners on?
Ultimately, the Chief Whip and the leader can remove whips from someone they think has reached party rules and things. But I'm 100% certain I've broken no rules. So, as I say, I would just like my concerns to be taken into account, my members' concerns to be taken into account, and all those thousands and thousands of people who want to vote Labour, are proud to have voted Labour in the past and want to vote Labour again, to see us better communicating our agenda, better answering questions about how the police will have more resources to investigate all crime, making sure Tory government cuts don't come through to rob our children of the best opportunity in the future. Those should be questions that the leadership are happy to answer and get on with.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.